It was January 2019. I got a phone call from my dad, and he was like, "Hey, have you talked to your brother?" So I get off the phone with my dad, and I'm calling my brother's phone, calling, and I didn't get an answer. And so I got in touch with his closest friend, and I called him, and I was like, "Hey, Nate, can you go check on my brother?" My brother's friend called me and was like, "Yeah, I got to the house, and I'm peeking through the window, and I see a body." I get a call from my dad, and he's like, "Alex is gone." And my heart just sunk. I guess I was in so much shock that I couldn't even do anything else but just like, you know what, let's just calm down. And I immediately went to faith because that's all I had in that moment. So I get back into swing of things after my brother passed, and 6 months later, I'm up serving on a Sunday. Got up, sang the first service, and came down off the stage, and I get a call from my sister. I answer the phone, and she's like, "Dad's heart stopped twice." The difference between January and June was my faith had been renewed and refreshed so much since then that immediately in my spirit I just had a sense of knowing that he was gonna be okay. And so I sat down the second service, and I didn't want to leave just yet. I sat down second service and actually listened to the sermon, and on this particular Sunday, Pastor Brad was preaching, and it's almost as if he spoke directly to my fear and said, "No matter what it looks like, God will give you the peace that surpasses all understanding." I went back up for the last service, and I'm singing with a frog in my throat because I'm choking back tears, and I'm singing. I don't remember the song, but I remember the moment at the end of the song where it was just me and God, and it was an overwhelming sense of, "I got you." I began to feel the fear starting to break off, and I literally went up to Georgia with my materials ready to fight this war. On my way up there, we were on the phone talking to the doctor, and she basically said, "He has a really faint pulse right now, but all of the trauma that his body experienced, because he was unconscious without oxygen to his brain for a total of 45 minutes, if he does come back from this, he'll be a vegetable. He'll never walk again. He won't be the same person. You guys might as well let him pass." It was like this like warrior rose up on the inside of me. Like, I hear what you're saying, but I know my God. And if he can bring someone back from the dead, I'm pretty sure, since my dad has a pulse, even though it might be faint, he has a pulse.
Miracles when you move, such an easy thing for you to do. Your hand is moving right now. You are still showing up at the tomb of every Lazarus, and your voice is calling me out. Right now, I know you're able, and my God, come through again. You can do all things. You can do all things but fail. 'Cause you never lost a battle. No, you never lost a battle. And I know you never possible by the power of the Holy Ghost. A new wind is blowing right now, breaking my heart as though taking over like it's Jericho. My walls are all crashing down. Right now, I know you're able, and my God, come through again.
We get up there finally. I look at my dad because of his heart stopping twice and then again a third time. His eyes were bulging out of his head because he had no oxygen to his brain, to the point where his eyelids were closed. You could still see the whites of his eyes. He was so swollen to the point where he looked like he was over 300 pounds. They said he wouldn't even make it 48 hours. My dad, on the third day, tried to get out of the hospital bed as if nothing happened. I knew God wouldn't let us down. I knew he wouldn't let us go through this again, because our faith said not this time. My dad is here. He's alive and well. He's walking. He's talking like normal, cracking jokes like normal. He was able to come down and visit with the family December of 2019. It wasn't just about us. It was bigger than us. People needed to see, no matter what it looks like, your faith has to be the thing that you stand with and that you fight with.
You never lost the battle.